Blanchard, and this is another episode of the Coach D. Smith Show, and this is brought to you by Clint Bradley with Country Financial. And we are in week 1 of the playoffs, and Piedmont has just had a big win against Colbert Heights. Coach, they were in I guess you guys call it a double win, right?
Right.
That's what he's called. And it kind of presented a little bit of issue. Like, is that going to be a problem area? Not really a problem area, but I mean, it was one of those.
Well, they did a good job. They had a good game plan there in the first half. They were running the play clock down and snapping it late, trying to control the ball and keep our offense off the field. And we scored on the first drive and got up 7-0, and then they had a drive that lasted about 10 minutes and 16 or 17 plays. It stretched all the way into the second quarter. And the thing that was disappointing about that drive to me was, we played good defense on first and second down a lot of that drive. We had them in some situations. First 2 plays, I think we had them for like a loss of 2 yards. It was like 3rd and 12. We got pass interference, so that continued to drive. And then later on in the drive, we had them like a 3rd and 15. And the quarterback broke contain and scrambled for about a 15-yard run and got a first down. And then we stopped them 3 more downs and had them, 4th and I don't know, 4th and about 18 or so on the touchdown, because we'd got a big sack, the play before to back them up. And, they converted a big pass play there for the touchdown. We had a guy that broke on the ball and actually tipped the ball, and their guy caught the tip pass and carried it into the end zone, So there was some opportunities that we had there for that first drive to end, and we just weren't able to get off the field. And then, our game plan was to come out and throw and try to play fast. We felt like that as long as they hung around with that type of offense, that we were going to be in a dogfight. We wanted to try to get out on them and make them have to play a fast-paced game and try to open it up some. And we got a 20-7 lead, and then we missed a field goal after we didn't convert a couple of touchdown passes that we dropped. And when we got them, out of that ball control, 3 yards in a cloud of dust type stuff that they were doing early in the game. And our defense didn't play poorly after the first drive. We just we didn't get off the field the first drive, and that was something. Our intensity and our focus all around today was not really where it needed to be, and that's something that's a little bit worrisome for me, because you get the playoffs, you ought to have a sense of urgency, because any game could be your last game. You can't underestimate anybody. You always got to bring your best effort. And I know we had a couple of big emotional wins the last couple of weeks, and I was very proud of our guys for that. But I got to do a better job of getting their focus back to the next game. And we definitely can't have that kind of letdown going into round 2. We got to get back focused on the game at hand.
Well, in round 2, Plainview, another double wing offense, and I feel like the focus will be better this next week. And now we know, we've seen the true wing. So,
well, they're a triple option team. You don't see a lot of triple option teams anymore. We've played very few people in the last few years that run the option, and I got to see a couple of their films where they're executing it very well. And it's going to take discipline. It's going to take people doing their job. It's going to take people, being at home and staying where they're supposed to stay to be able to take the dive or take the quarterback or take the pitch man, and everybody has to do their job. It can't be one of those things where everybody's trying to do each other's job. Everybody's got to do their own job to make the overall defense work. You got to have people assigned to the dive, to the quarterback, to the pitch. It just can't be everybody goes out there and tries to find the ball and tries to find the guy that's got the ball. That's not the way it works when you play these types of teams, and they can be very frustrating if everybody's not disciplined.
Well, there you have it. Oh man, well, I'm ready for next week, and it was a big win. You guys did a great job of really everything.
Well, it's always good to get a win. Like I said, we can play a lot better. I think our guys understand that. They'll respond, and we'll come back on Monday and we'll have a focused practice and get ready for Plainview, and I expect us to play better next week.
Yes. Do you have anything at gallery?
Yeah, I do, Coach. A trend we've kind of seen over the past, 6-7 weeks. There's been a lot of teams that have kind of taken that game plan of we want to keep the ball and slow the game down and burn the clock out and limit the possessions. And what does that say about your offense?
Well, I think we've got some weapons out there, and I think we've been able to, spread the ball around, throwing it, running it. We don't just have that one guy that you can focus on. And so I do think it gives people some matchup problems, and a lot of people we play at our level, are playing 4, 5, 6 guys both ways, and so if you can hold the ball when you're on offense and be able to shorten the game a little bit that way, then that works to their advantage. And on our end, we try to get as many possessions as we can get a game in a game like tonight, and it's frustrating when your offense sitting over on the sideline from the 9-minute mark in the first quarter to about the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. And but we're a unit. Our offensive guys come pull for our defense pulls for our offense, and they had our number right there in the beginning and did a good job. Give them credit for that and their plan. But hopefully we'll do a better job next week in the initial drive on the defensive side of getting off the field. And it's important the offense comes out and puts it in the end zone.
Well, Coach, I know that you've got a million things to do, so I'll let you get back to it. Thank you so much for your time.
Well, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the show and appreciate everybody that sponsors and does all the things to make it happen.
This is my favorite time of the week, getting to hang out with Coach Smith. But you've just borne witness to another episode of the Coach Steve Smith Show. And again, that's brought to you by Clint Bradley with Country Financial. And as always, if you think you're going to die, Clint's your guy. Thanks, guys.